Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast, number 79. My name's Brad, and I'm here with the core team. Your host tonight, as always, our dedicated leader, Atlas. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Brad. Folks, welcome to another nightly edition of the ARK Podcast. This is number 79, ladies and gentlemen. That is funny. It's crazy how time just flies when you're earning while ARK is growing and keeps printing. The price of ARK stands at $5.77. Market cap 4,736,616 US dollars. The Spark prize pool for tonight currently growing at 146.97 ARK. That's a street value of $848.02. Sheesh. Kids happy. The kids want to win that Spark prize. Amazing. And today, guys, we've given out already 21,664.22 BUSD to the only 30 participants so far. Every single night, every single podcast, we have a new winner. The total vault accounts right now are 2,528 and climbing. Great growth happening, guys. We couldn't be happier. We are very motivated, very excited with the way everything is going here at the project. We thank all of you for your participation, for your confidence, for taking the time to really understand what makes ARK so special. How was it re-engineered? What makes it so sustainable? Why is it that when somebody comes in 6 months from now, a year from now, they're going to look at this chart, they're going to look at the stability of price, they're going to understand clearly, without any doubt, that they can come in and play the same game and invest in the same way as the folks that got in today or yesterday or a month ago, as we've pretty much crossed a 1 month time since we launched the contracts, and we've all been here earning. So with that, folks, we have a couple of updates that we're going to be giving you through the night. I'm going to turn over to Brett Norden as he has some updates of his own. And thank you all for being here tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Atlas. Great day today at the ARK. In the background, doing a lot of dev work and strategy sessions with the team here, and really ironing out the roadmap, which is looking very exciting, I will say, without giving away too much. Quick updates: the contests that are still going on, the I Heart ARK. I've seen a lot of people jumping on that bandwagon for good reason. 1,000 BUSD up for grabs. 200 BUSD to 5 winners here on the 26th. That's going to be ending. So if you haven't changed your Telegram name to include the I Heart ARK, just hit up an admin. They'll show you how to copy and paste that in there for a completely passive way to win 200 BUSD potentially, or at least be in the running for it. Also today, Kelly Snook updated our best practices document, and I just got finished editing it all and adding it to the white paper, and so that is finished and updated with the main the major changes were in surrounding the adjustment to a split allocation. So now we've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, where we're recommending anyone who's starting their ARK investment, and then also anyone who's been in the ARK investment, to adjust their CWR schedule to one where they're doing a split allocation every day between compound and withdrawing. So that's a percentage split. So for example, if you want to do a CWR of 1.0, you would set your allocation bars on the D app to 50% compound and 50% withdraw, and then hit allocate. So all that information now is in the best practices document, and Kelly is working on the calculator. So she's been feeling a little under the weather, but she's trying to get this stuff done for us, knowing that that's a very important thing for everyone to be following now. Other than that, I think we are doing pretty well on the DApp side and just the statistics there. I've seen the foundations growing, the liquidity's growing as well, and as you mentioned, new wallets coming into the system. Price is stable, so no one's missing out, as we've talked about many times. There's no bad time to get into ARK, and I think people who have been burned in the last couple weeks here with some of the new projects that have come into our space and really let people down, they're coming back to ARK to either make additional investments, add new wallets, or the word is out and people are telling their friends that this is a stable place to be, one of the bright spots right now in the DeFi space. So thank you everyone for being here and supporting the project.
I'm just waiting. I'm not even wearing much. I'm just waiting. Driving pants and everything. When we come from the theater. No, you can. I'm just saving my thing for later.
That's one.
I'm gonna save.
And that's about it from my side, Atlas. I'm not sure who that was, but
that was DeFi. I forget his last name. Samurai of DeFi Prince. I think that was just a bit of hot micing.
Okay, no problem.
We got him muted, folks. All right, thank you for that update, Brett. And yes, I think it's time to go ahead and start the all aboard session with Coach Brad.
All aboard!
Thank you very much, Atlas. I haven't got too much to say about this video tonight because it's it's changed as we've started the podcast. But one thing I will say, I've watched a lot of Crypto Fergie's other stuff, and I love the way you present things. It's just a very organic and genuine approach. I find your videos really interesting, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing your new video that you created today. I haven't really got much more to say about it because I haven't had the chance to see it. I'll be watching it first time with all of you right now. And I'm very interested to see what you've created. So, Fergie, I turn it over to you, sir.
Thank you, Brad. Atlas, thank you for appreciate the opportunity to get on here and to showcase what I do. Got into crypto something like in April 21, then got into DeFi in 2022. And I've been riding the wave ever since, so I have. So started the channel also in April 2022, and it's been a real journey. It's been ups and downs, but as Brad says, I present myself as if you meet me on the street, you're going to see the same person that you see on the screen. So guys, let's take it off. I'm going to just play this here from the start. As you can see, thumbnails are everything when it comes to YouTube content. You want people to click on it, so let's just do this. I have an amazing intro.
What's up, everyone? It's Crypto Fergie here. It's that time again, guys. It's Fergie time. You know what? Today we're going to be covering a project that I feel like, guys, when you meet your first love and be all excited, this is the one that's going to be here for the longevity of a relationship. You've all that emotions running aside, and every time you meet up, you get excited. This is the way I feel about Arkfi, guys. I feel that this project is going to be around for a while because I talk with the dev team, and they meet up every night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. On Telegram, they're giving away Spark, they're giving away BUSD to, if you like, comment and subscribe on our content as we present it within the Telegram, which, by the way, I'm doing today at 6 p.m. Little did I think when I started this whole journey that I would be on podcasts, doing different things and meeting so many wonderful people in this space. But guys, enough of it. Let's get on with what's going on here. This is a lit project. I invested some more capital in it today because you know me, I am not your financial advisor. Put your own money in at your own risk. You do not do anything that I say or do. You got to do your own research before you part with any of that hard-earned cash. So guys, let's take a wee quick overview. I know I've done this before, but this is a super new project. It's something like 4 weeks old. It's super new. And we've got like 4.7 million market cap, 2,521 guys, vaults that are created in this past 4 weeks, which is huge, guys. The price sitting in around 573. Every time I look at this, it's sitting in around 573. May fluctuate between 570, 568, 573, 575. It's in around that there because this here is absolutely doing what it has to do. This isn't an LMS. This is totally something different. So it is. But let's take a wee look at the homepage where I'm at. So yeah, 572. All of the stats are here. But guys, this is really important here. Spark paid out. This team gives out Spark every evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. There's been 30 winners so far. My name hasn't populated here yet, but look what they're giving away: 141 ARK tokens, something like $800-900 worth of tokens being given out. So maybe tonight will be my time to shine, my time to actually get these ARK tokens. I know I tune in every night just for that. But tonight, guys, I'm presenting this video. So they're giving 100 BUSD away if you like, comment, and subscribe on this video during the podcast. So turn up, guys. The link in the description will be for the Telegram group. It's called ARK Main Chat. Sorry, guys, I can speak. I will leave the link in the description for this here, and it's 6 Eastern Time that this will be going live. It's 11 p.m. UK time. So love to see you all there as I present this video. So guys, we're going to take a wee quick look at the different things that there's a few wee mistakes that I had made because I'm only in this platform something like 10 days. I'm still learning, and you come to Crypto Fergie's channel because when you meet me on the street, you meet me anywhere, I'm going to be the same person. I don't put on no slick performance. This is organic. This is just Crypto Fergie turning up and going through all the mistakes, through all the stuff that I have to learn too. So guys, I did learn. The last video I did, I had some of this here to swap. I had some ARK to swap. And the great thing with this platform, they encourage you to sell your ARK tokens and ROI as quick as possible. So I have something like 0.94 ARK. The last amount I had there, I sold it, which I didn't have to do to put it into the foundation. So there's a quick way. Crypto Unlimited, John from that there DM me and says there's a quicker way to do it. But I suppose I wanted to see the process of selling ARK and it going into your wallet with BSD and stuff and all that. But anyway, there's a quicker way to do it. So if you go to the foundation and go over here, click on that, and there you've got your ARK token. So this is just, if I want to max that, that'll give me one bond token, which will build this position here, which I love the foundation, guys. The foundation is like a savings account for me. And you will not, for all I have in here, and I will take this up to something like $1,000 and increase it because I actually think this project is absolutely lit. So it is. This is a savings account, and you can unstake this at any time you want. This is not locked in like when you're in the vault. What you put in the vault, that's locked in, and then you get your 2% daily, as long as you're watching your CWR ratio, your compound withdrawal ratio. I'm sitting here healthy enough. You never want to go past this 0.75. I know at the start they talked about doing one day 100% claim, next day 100% compound, and vice versa. But we've discovered now with listening within the group that this works best 60-40. So I've been doing a 60-40 since I've started, and that keeps me within the boundaries here. So it is, because if you go down in here and get to 0.5, you ain't coming back out of that, so you're not. So you got to keep this healthy, and also your MPP, which is your max pay out progress, you got to keep this healthy, and your net deposit value, you got to keep just dollar cost averaging in here to keep your NDV healthy as well. If you do all these things and do the gamification of it and keep everything right. So I did buy some more ARK today, and because my timer is still going here, this will be held in the pending deposits. Now when I go to allocate after 24 hours, this will grab this and add it into my principal balance. So if you freak out and you don't see this bit going up because it's just deposited it, it only really does that the very first time or after the 24 hours. So it will be sitting here holding in your pending deposits. So hopefully when I win tonight, that spark reward or that spark prize, and we get the tokens, they'll be sitting in my pending deposits. If it's not going to be me, it's going to be somebody, because this happens every time at 6 p.m. Eastern time in the Telegram group. Guys, I'm so excited. I want everyone to be tuning into this, that follows me, that's part of my community, and let's support this whole team. Some water, guys, here, because I'm leaving it drying up. So if you're brand new here, guys, we have the NFT. Now, what this allows you to do, this allows you to compound at a more aggressive rate. 1,000 BSD buys your silver, your gold is 4, and your platinum is 10,000. And this allows you to really ramp up. Like it can go to 2.56, which is your CWR, or 13. So if we go back here and we go to the vault, I'm at 1.5. So I may in the future give myself one of these NFTs. The NFT will be locked for the duration until you reach max payout. I believe that's correct. If it's wrong, please leave in the comments. If it's wrong, I think I've got that right. But guys, I want to talk about something that is probably the most important part of this whole platform. Is this here, your compound withdrawal ratio. Because believe you me, guys, if you get in to 0.52, if you get over the 0.75, and you're trying to play the game to get this back to around a healthy place again, you could start to freak out and start to get all panicky and nervous about it, and start DMing the dev team and blaming them for something that you should have known. So guys, you gotta read the white paper. You've got to go over to the white paper. You will find this here in the ARK vault. Then there'll be a drop down menu, and you go to pump and drum throttling, and then CWR tips and strategies. So I'm going to go through this, guys, because I believe this is important. So your CWR tips and strategies, planning your ARK vault CWR strategies for smooth sailing aboard the ARK. So follow a split allocation strategy. So that's what I've been doing. I've been in a 60-40. And as you can see, this is what they recommend. This is what I've been doing, and this has been keeping me really healthy. I am probably going to start doing this auto allocation. And I did reach out to one of the team, and I said my MetaMask is protected by a ledger. Will that affect, because this has to take out, once you give the authorization for your auto allocation to work, that's a one transaction, and then everything else happens itself automatically. But I have to, as I say, I'm only new in this here, so I have to brush up on what is the best strategy here for me. But we're going to cover your CWR tips, because I think this is so important. If you're claiming one day 100%, next day you're going to be fighting the CWR. So plan your CWR strategy, identify your target CWR schedule before you make a deposit into the vault. If you want to ROI faster, a 50 compound, 50 withdrawal once per day will be most effective. If you want to grow your principal balance faster, at 60 compound, 40 withdrawal once per day will be most effective. I want to grow my balance in here. I'm DCAing something like $30 every 2-3 days, so it's like $60, $70, $80 a week, because I believe in this project. So you gotta be consistent, guys. But you know what? It beats going to work, so it does. You push a lot of buttons in the morning and you're done. That's DeFi for you. So the best way to be consistent is to perform a split allocation each time you allocate available rewards. Even if your timing is different each day, performing the same split allocation will maintain your CWR, which I've been doing. It's been working beautifully. I think I've nearly hit my 14 days. I know there's a 14-day thing where it comes back to the beginning again. Avoid weekly schedule. Do not attempt a weekly schedule. For example, compound 4 days in a row and then withdraw 3 days in a row. You'll run the risk of falling below your 0.75. Okay, you do not want to fall below 0.75, because once you get into 0.5, you ain't coming out of that again. So you're getting 0.5% every day in your thing. It's still better than the banks, but you have so much potential if you're diligent in what you do. So don't chase a CWR, so don't be panicking. Avoid adjusting the allocation slider to hit target CWR. The allocated button only displays an estimated and doesn't consider how your current action could impact your CWR in the days to come. Depending on how much life is left or much time is left on your timer, you may be creating a mess in a 14-day rolling average by making small time frame allocations. So I just wait till the timer just finishes. I set my clock. It's a small price to pay, guys, but I am going to do the auto allocation once I work it all out, and I bring that information to you also. And guys, I apologize. I'm from Ireland, and we tend to speak very fast, so you may have to put this on a slower speed. I apologize for that, but it is who I am. So don't test the lower limit. So that we talked about this. It's best to keep a nice buffer between 0.75. If the CWR falls below 0.75, your daily ROI percentage drops to 0.5 permanently, guys. Ooh, that's crazy. So do the 60-40, just stay safe. The difference in withdrawal value between the CWR of 1% and 0.75 is only a few dollars per day, especially in the beginning of your vault investment. Following a CWR schedule that is close to 0.75 is not worth the risk. So this is the one I'm going to be covering, guys, preparing your auto allocation. If you are planning to do auto allocation, which I am, I want to do it manually allocation beforehand, which I've done. It's important to follow a split allocation schedule. If 100% compound actions are performed prior to the starting auto allocation, the upper CWR limit can be reached and trigger an error. Right, so once it goes over your allocated CWR limit, it will create an error, and I think it still charges you gas fees. I'm not sure. The system pays additional gas fees. There you go, for transaction errors. So there you go. It did work that. Don't perform 100% withdrawal actions before starting your auto allocation. So I think I'm good to go with that. So I am. I've been sitting in around this nicely. So I have, once I hit that there, and then we go 40. I know I'm plugging this CWR because this is so important. I would hate to see any of my team, and by the way, we have a new team member. I want to give you a shout out also. So there, see 1.457. I'm within this 1.5. So what they were saying there, once you go over that, say it became a 1.65 or 1.52, it would create an error if I auto allocate. So I do. So best thing, if you're new here, run it for the 14-day rolling average, 60-40. Get yourself used to the platform, and then we can go over this. But once I start to do this, I will make a video about it. So I will. But I wanted to congratulate. We have a new team member. So this is actually, I think, 4 videos out, and this is starting to ramp up for direct referrals because it is so new. And yeah, so I have two team members. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate you both, guys. So guys, if you want to join my team, I will start to put airdrops in here to start to build the team and start to airdrop the team. If you're interested in being part of my team, the link will be in the description. I would love to have you on board the ARK. So it is. Guys, that's it for me. I don't think we have anything else to cover. We just go over the team again because the team are fully doxed. These guys will be here tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time on the main chat in the ARK Telegram. The founder, Atlas, Brett, Alex, Crypto, you know them all, guys. They're all here. We've even got Kelly Schnook, NASA scientist. So this does build some sort of credibility of the guys. The most important thing is you got to do your own research. Do not take my word for it. This is me showing you what I am confidently putting my money in. So guys, like, comment, subscribe, and win 100 USD this evening. Appreciate everyone. Thanks, Atlas. Thanks, the Arkfi team, for inviting me on here to do this. Appreciate every one of you. Take care. Crypto Fergie.
That's it, guys. Once again, thank you for the opportunity to share that video. I'm happy enough to I'm not a person that'll take criticism too hard. So if anybody want to critique that, I'm fine with that.
Oh, I think you've done a great job there, Crypto Fergie. I had a bunch of things to say about your other video that I'd prepared for, but not so much with this one. But yeah, I like the way that you approach things. You know, you make it clear to people that this is your investment and they need to do their own research. I think you covered the CWR there. I'll have to go back through it. There was one thing that I wanted to comment on. I will drop that in a DM for you, though. Yeah, really well done. Great job. Keep making content, sir. You know, that's 3 videos in 4 days on ARK. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I really, really enjoyed your last video as well. Keep doing it, and you know we'll have you back on. Just keep pumping out that content, and everyone go over, like, comment, subscribe, and send a screenshot over to Fortunate to be in for a chance to win 50 BUSD live on the podcast tonight. It takes a minute, 2 minutes. It helps Crypto Fergie. It gives you a chance to earn that reward, and it helps the entire platform. So, we really need to get the engagement up. We've got 26 people in the podcast tonight. So, if we could get 20 plus comments, 20 plus entries, that would be really, really good. So back over to you, Atlas. Has anybody got any questions or comments about Crypto Fergie's video?
Hey, Brad, I do. Great job, Crypto Fergo. I tell you, it was very detailed and explained the process in simple terms, which is great. The only thing that I think would have been better is if I'd have had me a cold beer listening to it, because that Irish, sound in the background was my taste buds were tasting a nice lager beer.
Awesome.
Yeah, but great job, buddy. Great job.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the comment.
Great job, man. I loved it. A lot of enthusiasm, calm, cool, collected. And it's no doubt that you've done your research. It takes a lot of learning to, I think, be a great investor here at ARK and make the right decision before investing. And I think even a lot more of an effort and a deeper dive into the white paper, into the way that everything ties in together and how it works for anyone to really put themselves out there, whether it's on YouTube or Medium articles. That's taking, obviously a step in the right direction, in a positive direction, where you're promoting the project, you're promoting yourself, you're promoting your syndicate, and through that whole process that you're creating, it gives you an opportunity to educate the other folks, explain to them how something can at first seem very complex, but when you just take a little bit of time to understand it better, it's pretty simple. And that's the whole point of us being here every single night with you folks, to answer the questions, to connect with you, convey to you how sustainable, how genius this whole system is that's been put together, and how it's for everyone, whether you're an Uber driver, a single mother, a DeFi expert, a Bitcoin maxi, anyone really needs a passive income, guys. Now it's just a matter of explaining it. So I do have a high regard for the folks that are participating, writing these articles, doing these YouTube videos, because you're taking more time to learn so that you're a better educator, a better communicator. And through that process, you'll find that you'll attract folks and they'll be coming to you for information. So you do need to be prepared. You do need to know what you're talking about. Especially as we gear towards crossing a bridge with our mobile application, as we're going to encounter folks that have never used MetaMask, that are going to be using our mobile application, that will have to open a crypto wallet, SafePal, Trust, use Wallet Connect to be able to interact. It's going to be so much simpler and easier and faster. However, we do need them to understand how to invest, how to manage your investment here at ARK, and most importantly, really understand that there's always risk in investing, and you should never invest more than you are able to afford as an investment. So, yeah, guys, fantastic, great work, Fergie. I remember a couple of days ago watching your video. You got me hyped up. You got me feeling some FOMO. Bye! So thank you, brother.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, keep it up, man. Keep going, and ideally, I foresee that other folks will be motivated. It's not rocket science, right? To do a YouTube video or to write a Medium article. It can be a really fun process and a way for folks to get out there. There's only so many friends, so many neighbors, so many coworkers, so many James at the water cooler, right? He's talking about buying the dip over there or buying the top on Bitcoin. Not understanding that if he just took a little bit of time, he would be able to get into a long-term sustainable passive income, high yield project, which is ARK. So the better we become at being able to convey that to others, the more growth we'll see. And for the folks like you, Fergie, who are taking this very serious, who are anchoring themselves to the ARK, who want to grow a huge syndicate, who want to expand their whole base of investors, build that community. It's a fantastic opportunity. I mean, the protocol has the built-in referral system right there, 5% of your directs. The compounding all starts building up, and it's not a secret that folks like Patrick from CryptoZoa or SK Crypto K, how those folks have been able to amass thousands, tens of thousands of investors, and have been able to really grow that community. There's so many folks walking around with returns on investments, and some of them have literally become millionaires. So the innovation here just takes everything to a whole nother level. Our proposition is strong in a bear market. I don't see any other option or project out there in the long horizon that I think even stands close to what we have here to offer folks. We've seen a lot of rugs happen this past week. There's a lot of folks out there crying. And we encourage folks to really take the time to understand that to build quality takes a long time. To build quality, it takes an experienced team. It took us 10 months to get here. We had to go through so many folks that overpromised, underdelivered, overcharged, and were just not able to cut it. They just couldn't deliver. You don't build a project in a week or a month. And if someone is bringing you a project like that, take your time. What's the rush? No one's putting a gun to your head. Analyze. Spend time with the team. Do your research. Don't follow the crowd down a cliff. In these recent heinous debacles, we're talking people putting millions of dollars for a trading bot, that if people did a little bit of research and understood that it's not as simple as people want you to believe, and these folks are taking all the money up front, and they're leaving. It's a fraud. We've been working here for 10 months. We raised almost $1.2 million, actually over 1.2 million. It was sitting here in our wallets. We didn't go anywhere. We're not going to leave when we see the potential, when we understand what we've built here, how valuable it is, how many lives it's going to change. So it takes a little bit of discernment, of taking a deep breath, analyzing, stepping back, not following the crowd, and some common sense. Sometimes if it's too good to be true, it's not. Sometimes you just need to sit on the sidelines and see what happens. And through action, you'll be able to tell who is who, who's put the work in, who is under promising, over delivering. To say the proof is in the pudding. So anyway, guys, enough about that. It's just it's a tough situation, and I have so many people calling me crying, being upset, and understandably, because they're just getting distracted by these opportunities with folks that just showed up here yesterday, who have no background, who don't have a team of advisors, who really haven't earned the respect of you giving them your funds. So what can I tell you? What can we say? Be careful. Take your time. If it's a good thing, it's going to be there in a month, 2, and 3. FOMO is a very, very dangerous thing. Let's get this crypto.
Yeah, let's get this crypto.
Baggy.
Oh, god damn!
Oh yeah, let's get this crypto.
Right. So who wants to ask a question or make a comment? We'd love to hear from you guys. You guys participate. Subscribe to Fergie. Smash that like. Leave a comment for the man. He's put a lot of work into it. He's brave, courageous, enthusiastic, and really obviously happy to be here to have found ARK.
I think for me, guys, if anybody wants to do a YouTube channel, you just have to get over yourself. And the first one is never going to be that groovy. If you go back to my first one, it's never going to be that groovy. But it's really easy for me to do videos on Arkfi because I really do believe in the project. And as you say, Atlas, when you dig into the white paper and you start to understand the tokenomics and how it all works, and I have a lot more learning to do, but it becomes more clear how amazing this actually is, and it just blows me away. So I know when I did do that thumbnail, ARK is blowing my mind. It really, really is blowing my mind. I see this project being around for such a long time, and it's I'm so pleased to be part of it. And I just wish I had 10 grand to throw in. So if anybody wants my wallet address, you can send me 10 grand.
Well, folks grow here, and there's always the opportunity. Start in the foundation, bond LP, get your first level, start building it out with your syndicate. They go get your second and third level. Then as that starts growing, take some of that profit, get that ROI, put it back in your pocket. As you grow more, go ahead and upgrade, sell that bond LP in the foundation. Go on over to Legacy NFT, purchase your Legacy NFT. That's paying out in such an amazing manner. It's going well. There's so much potential. There's so many ways for you to grow. And if you're doing it the right way, you should not be, or anybody should be, in a hurry. This is not the place or the type of investment for folks to go get a second or third mortgage. We do believe, and our intention is for folks to recover all those losses they've had. This year has been, really brutal for a lot of investors, not only in crypto. 90% down on Tesla. You look at some of these blue chip stocks that have just taken a beating. This is a global financial meltdown, ladies and gentlemen. It's everywhere. Just a fact. So that 5% of your liquid assets, 3%, something small. It's not going to really have an impact on your life, on your on your day to day. I know if I have $100 and I put $5 into something, I'm not going to care if I lose it. I'm not going to be flopping and groping and crying and stressed out. Oh my God, what's happening? No, I'm going to be calm, cool, collected, relaxed, because I was a smart investor and I took the time. And I didn't over leverage myself. And that's the culture here. That's what we want to do. And, it could be a small guy. It could be a guy with $100,000. Hey, let me put 5K, 5%. That could be the schmuck insurance. That could be the hedge that could save you if everything else goes to shit. Or it could just make you really, really rich if everything improves, which we really hope. there's hope for this world. We understand that the hard times are here. We look at history, there's these cycles. We're just going through the spin one right now. It's really tough. So thank you again, Fergie. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and do the Spark rewards for you folks. If anybody hasn't participated, sent Fortunate the screenshot of the support for Fergie's video, you have still a couple of minutes to go ahead and make that happen. So just going to go ahead and let's get us going here for the Spark reward.
We've had 22 comments so far, so some good community engagement there. But as Atlas said, still time. Few people left in the VC. If you want to be entered into the draw, you have that time. But good to see the engagement is up. It's really appreciated, guys. Well done.
Right, here we go. Hold on. So let's give it a second. I think the transaction might have gone a little bit slow. Let's check. Okay, waiting execution because we have a couple of other transactions that we did that were confirmed and are in line. Yeah, give me a second. There's something going on with the actual transaction. We did approve it. So I'm going to actually contact Mr. Green so he can tell me on his end why it is stuck. We have two transactions from before they're stuck as well. If Coach Brad, you guys want to hold it down for a minute, I'll be right back.
Yeah, of course, no problem. I don't think we have Z on tonight, so it looks like we might not be doing the DeFi sessions. But while we wait for Atlas, has anybody got any questions, any comments, anything they want to add to anything that's been said tonight? Okay, guys. So we have, we have a few people who have been sending me their content. So we've got some stuff to review, to go through, and select the people who are next up to show their stuff to the community. But if anybody wants to be involved in the content creator side of things, there is, this is an ongoing thing we're running at the moment. So there's plenty of opportunity. Like Crypto Fergie said, it's you just got to take a stab at it. Whether it be a Medium article or making a YouTube video, you just got to give it a go. And there's no judgment as long as the video and the content is relevant to the ARK project. You're in for a chance of being on the segment and winning that 100 BUSD prize. So don't think that, I'm not a content creator, I can't do this. Everybody can do it. It's it's not rocket science. Making a video, writing an article. There are people available to help you if you need that help. So don't think this isn't for you. Everybody can do this. And Crypto Fergie said he's had 2 people join his syndicate now. So I'm not sure how many videos he's made in total, but I think he's been in ARK for 10 days, he said, and he's had 2 people join his syndicate. So again, tangible results. This is not just an opportunity to win 100 BUSD for showing some content. Excuse me. This is a way to grow your syndicate, improve your position in the ARK protocol, and improve things for everyone. Because the more content that's made, the more people that come aboard, the better everything is for everyone. So don't think it's not for you. Definitely give it a go.
I have a comment.
Go ahead, Peter, man. Go ahead.
So I'm a YouTuber, as you know, but my primary audience is Korean. So my video is 99% are Korean. But yesterday I started speaking in English on my channel because, some of the AI project website is down and people are panicking. So I was explaining the situation and then giving my thought in English. And then I saw some English speaking people coming in, joining in. And then at the end, I show my ARK and my play because, I trust ARK. And then, ARK, it is a smart contract audited by 3 teams. So I explained that one. And then he said, oh, I didn't know. And then I want to know about it. And then is there any referral code or referral address is there? And then I gave my referral address. So I think people still don't know. So whatever media method or whatever your social platform, you can use that one. And then my other thought is I created another channel here recently. So I think I'm thinking about just creating a content mainly for English speaking audience. So probably soon I will submit my first YouTube contents to you. So probably I hope it can be featured sometime soon. That's my comment.
That's great news, Yudaman. Going multilingual. I actually really enjoy your stuff, and it's in Korean, so it'd be fantastic to see something from you in English. I really look forward to that. And of course, any entry from any community member will be considered. And as long as I said, the content is relevant and it's good quality content, then you've got a good chance of you've been selected for the segment. So we don't play favorites here. It is content based, and for as long as we run the segment, then everybody has that equal chance to get in. So that's great to hear. Brett, I think you were going to say something before Yudaman.
Oh yeah, I was just going to mention that if anybody missed yesterday's podcast, Catalyst went over some strategies for building articles. He used ChatGPT just to come up with some article outlines, or topics. And so if you're thinking about doing, either an article or a YouTube video, I think articles are probably the easiest or just the lowest barrier to getting in the game. Just because, there's so many other articles to look at, about other projects that are similar, and you can kind of take and glean off of those and write your own style around it, or, get your own personal message out there, which is always the best approach. And I think Catalyst went through that as well. Just tell your story. You don't need to be a technical expert or anything like that to write those type of articles. And they really do work. And I know you've had good success with those. Huge teams have been built around Medium articles alone. And once you get started and you get a following going, people that are looking for, information about DeFi, about passive income projects and things like that, it can kind of snowball into something. So if you're on the fence or just not looking, or, don't think you could do a YouTube video, which is hard. I say ums and ands, and I ramble a little bit when I do my videos. When I did the CWR tips and strategies one, I was kind of all over the place a little bit, but they're not simple to do unless you really know or understand the topic. So an easier, in my opinion, way to get started is with the Medium articles, and then you become the subject matter expert, and then transitioning potentially over to YouTube once you get more comfortable with the DApp and how it's all working, and you can talk through the various aspects of the contracts and the different products that we have. Then it's easier to make the transition to YouTube. But and obviously Crypto Fergie's got a professional setup there. He looks, great, and it's good to see his face. And the way he's doing it is, I think, the approach that a lot of successful YouTubers have taken in the past. So I think it's a good one. As he mentioned, the thumbnail he creates, or he had created, I'm not sure, but those are attention getting and get a lot more clicks and views and things like that. So those are some things to take into consideration with YouTube. A little bit higher thought process sometimes goes into those videos, and you need to understand how you're going to flow with it a little bit, and doing it off the cuff isn't for everybody. So the Medium, I would say, is probably an easy and great way to get started. Build a little clout on Medium and see some results, and then scale from there. Jimmy Cash was also another person that comes to mind that never written an article before, but told his story in a connecting way. And I think he saw some good results from that as well. So some early Medium articles that we saw were also excellent. You could go back and look at and just see the style of writing, and, spend a couple hours, get an outline together. And then, Brad or myself, I've helped several people get some articles out there, just help them with, titles or things like that are some kind of, mental blocks for some people. We're here to help and be happy to do that. If someone wants to just get started and doesn't have a way or has a clear direction or path to getting an article out there, get your first one done, get it published, get it up. And then it'll just, once that seal is broken, I think it's just easier to just keep going and going.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Brett. Same thing happened. Exactly that happened with me, and I think your first Medium article is actually, it's not a difficult thing to write, because if you can only write about your experience. You can write about your experience in ARK, many times, but if you talk about your journey to how you got here, which is a great starting point, because it connects with people, and it's a very good starting point. That's all I did. I just wrote about how I got into crypto through COVID, through my business failing through COVID, and finding crypto and then finding ARK, and that really resonates with people because we've all been through that. So that's a very good starting point. And then exactly as Brett said, titles and the first line are really important to be catchy, to draw attention, and that's something that other people here can help you with. So the first bit is the easy bit, in my opinion. It's just starting. Just start it, write your experience, and then obviously make it relevant to ARK, and then that's it. You're away. And I think all of us new article writers have found that it's really enjoyable. It's actually really enjoyable, and then it becomes slightly addictive to keep churning out content, because once you see results, it's everybody likes results. Everyone wants to grow their syndicate, and that's what it's about, making that content to get yourself out there and give yourself that opportunity. And as Brett said, there's plenty of people here to help. So, don't think you can't do it. You really can. Anybody can do it. It isn't as hard as anybody thinks it is. I can attest to that, because I thought, this isn't for me. And, Brett helped me, Catalyst helped me, Atlas helped me. And, then before you know it, I've got 5 or 6 Medium articles out. I've got a publication out. It really isn't as hard as you think, honestly, guys.
I just want to add to that too, if it's okay. I think if you do anything often enough, it becomes repetitive and it becomes normal then. As I say, by all means, my first videos were, I look back on them now and I think, what the heck was I thinking? But as you do it, you start to find your flow, same with the medium and stuff. And as I say, once you do your research, which most people don't do, never do the research, they just ape in, believe the YouTuber and do, but I emphasize that so much. But I think you just have to make a start, be repetitive, and like when you first get in the car to drive it, it was like the craziest thing to try and drive a car. Now you could drive a car with, well, not with your eyes closed, but it's quite easy, you know what I mean? So I think just repetitively doing what you have to do will get you going.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a great analogy. Driving a car the first time's very, very difficult thing to do, and then before you know it, it's second nature. And I think that's a very, very relevant thing to say. The more times you do something, the easier it becomes, the better you get at it. Exactly that. I totally agree, Crypto Fergie. Atlas, I noticed you are back in the chat. Are we ready to go, or should we keep talking amongst ourselves? Atlas, you are on mute, but I've noticed that the Spark reward has fired.
Yes, sir. And tonight's winner is ending in B03A. Congratulations. $149.85 ARK, folks. Yeah, Mr. Green helped me out. There was a couple transactions that I was doing. As you can tell, when we started a podcast, I was pretty busy. And in the safe, the multi-sig, when you have transactions still pending, you have to go through them in order for them to all execute one by one. So that's what happened. That had to be done, and he helped me just to expedite it and get everybody paid who participated in the last couple of days, whether they were invited to do their presentation here at the All Aboard section.
All aboard!
Or if they just participated by doing the likes and the claps. So that's all going out. We'll be sending you guys the TXNs. And thank you guys for holding it down as we got that transaction, everything executed for the Spark. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we
yes,
got
you can. Sorry,
All
I was
right.
there in the Spark reward announcement.
everybody's checking.
Thank you. Oh, we know what happens. We always know what happens.
Me this time.
You mean like I never win? That's what happens. I never win. Udaman wins every time.
Not every time.
Well, he's won Spark only once, but he's won many, many other contests here through participation, by being involved with the community, supporting our fellow YouTubers, Medium article writers, and through that he's had great luck. I mean, the participation needs to improve. If people are jealous that he's winning so much, step up, hit the likes, leave a comment for these articles and YouTubes, and you'll be able to also have your name on the wheel. And speaking of that, I think it's time. Mr. Fortunate, are you ready to spin the wheel?
This wheel.
Let's go. All right. Is there anybody?
Sorry, go ahead.
It's fine, Brett. Go ahead.
We have a community member who is in TG jail, but he has commented on the video. So if you could add him to the wheel, please. It is Sandy Katetsu.
Chat that I can see.
Yep, in the chat.
Marvin Kitsu.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody else that?
Go ahead, Fortunate.
Is there anybody else that sent me a screenshot that does not see your name on here?
How many participants do we have, Fortunate? Do you know without counting them manually?
19. There's 19.
I sent one. I don't see my name on there.
Donatello's not on there neither.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of engagements tonight. We've got 29 comments. Me and Brett are on there, so that would be 27.
I don't see Mike CE on there.
Yeah, guys, we really do need you to send the screenshots to Fortunate, because very often
I did.
TG. Oh, I'm not suggesting you didn't, Mike, but on YouTube and on Telegram, your names can be different. So sometimes it can be hard to, add you to the list if your name is different on the Telegram to on YouTube, which it often is.
T on there and Donatello. Anybody else?
All right. Well, let's do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Sandai Kitsu 01. Congratulations. You are the winner.
I'm glad I mentioned it, that he'd made the comment, because he won.
Let's go. Let's go. Fantastic. Yeah, if you can get the wallet address over to Mr. Fortunate, or actually, yeah, we'll let Mr. Fortunate always handle that part. Great job, Fortunate. Let's get this crypto. What was that?
Sir, I said, let's get this crypto.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Mr. Z, tonight you're not doing the DeFi sessions, correct?
Can you hear me? Is my microphone working? Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Hear you.
We got a full crowd here. It's a good time. Yeah. Last minute. I'm here. We can look into Davos. We can look into some news. You want to?
All right. Let's do it.
Awesome. Let me share my screen. Davos 2023. In Davos, blockchain yields more promises than problems. The United Nations official makes the case for the underlying technology behind cryptocurrencies. When I hear words like these, it kind of puts me into a good place. It means that they are digging blockchain, and to see that they're open up to like a lot of panels. They're open to a bunch of people from Polygon, from Solana, from all these things. Today is not going to be news. It's just going to be my thoughts on this subject matter, which is Davos. So yeah, thus far it's looking optimistic. So about half of the estimated 500 companies attending the 2023 World Economic Forum event in Davos are technology companies and startups. You see them stretching out over promenades around cities where all actions happen. The showcase are demoing products, services in blockchain technology, AI, VR, virtual reality, robotics, 3D printing, and Internet of Things. So yeah, for the first time, we've seen an influx of startups, and we know most of them come from DeFi, and a lot of them come from AI. But they're here in Davos talking about yields, right? That's given us a little solution into something. So you had Savannah Fortes. She is a Cointelegraph a writer, and she went to Davos, and she had this viewpoint. So this is what I'm right now doing. I'm just looking at viewpoints and how they see. So the title reads, Davos 2023, Education is Key to Driving Sustainability in Blockchain and Beyond. So yeah, she moderated this Davos conference, and these were the viewpoints she got. So I'm going to tell some viewpoints. So Mark Mueller-Eberstein of the CEO of business consultancy Objective Corporation. So this was his viewpoint. Knowing that we can trust the data is extremely important. This is why I think blockchain especially is so important. This is something that all the companies want a piece of. Christina Corp, from the president of Purpose Entertainment and founder of Space for a Better World, had this to say. How can all these people make the decisions about what happens into the law when they don't even understand the technology or this new world? So what she's talking about is Congress and Senate and governance and, opinion polls, SEC. She goes, we have some blockades and they have to be educated. The financial officer and treasurer of Hedera. So Hedera Hashgraph, right? HBAR. Big project here. So this is what they had to say. We need to be careful with that because it is easy to think that a new idea can immediately be funded. And that's not always the case. All right. So we're getting optimistic and good viewpoints. It's good to see HBAR there. It's good to see companies like IBM and everyone give their opinion. So this is one on carbon credits. This is maybe something we can explore a little bit. So what Tad said is use carbon credits as an example of a trust building niche in which blockchain can be utilized for this transparency and verification. It's such an honor to see how companies are coming together to really build this trust infrastructure and immutable layer. Right? So yeah, the opinions up till now are pretty optimistic, and currently what we're seeing in price action, the important thing everyone's keeping their eyes on is a pullback. So I'm seeing we hit a top of 21,500, wicked it, and now we are pulling back. Everything's pulling back a little bit. BNB's back to 280 region. Ethereum's at sort of 15. So could we see pullbacks throughout the week? We've seen the dollar start to strengthen. The dollar index is strengthening. So yeah, that's my short and simple viewpoint on Davos and what's happening with the world.
That's great. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we talked a bit about that yesterday. All right. Do we have any questions or comments, folks?
I gotta say, like what I'm loving is to see a crowd like this, man. It's a Thursday evening. It's wherever you are in the world, and everyone's here, sort of digging the Ark, learning some education, and soon we'll have some awesome updates, and looking forward to the future. Every day is exciting at the Ark.
Indeed,
Hey, Atlas.
it is. Yes, sir.
Hey, I do have one question. I didn't quite get a full answer on it earlier. So on my automatic compound and claim setup, since the beginning when we started, it's like 4 hours and 40 minutes off already from the beginning. I know it's a slow increase. Like my time, it was like 8 p.m. It would make that action, and now I'm up to 12:40. So in the morning, like next day, and I didn't know I know you say that it won't build after 24 hours, so it's kind of eating away from that. What's going on there? I'm just trying to figure that out. What the 4.5 hour lag time, or what's happening?
All right. Brett, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Could you answer that for Rooster? He's a top
Yeah. I mean, I'm not quite sure what. I think I saw you post something about it previously. Did you put that into the text chat or anything to?
That was, man, I'm trying to figure out which. I think it's the main chat is what I was on.
Oh, okay. Did you have some screenshots, or did you try? I guess I'm not following exactly what you're trying to.
No, I don't have a screenshot like from the very first time I set that up and it started doing the automatic compound claim thing. I just know that from memory. I mean, I keep noticing it gets further and further and further away from the original time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's slippage, so it has to run through all of the transactions for everybody that's in the auto allocation system. So it gets delayed basically, every day it slips a little further, and it's just normal. So yeah, we've seen it slipping, a half hour to an hour every day. So it starts to run around 23.5 hours. Sorry, dogs are barking next to me. But it won't complete, always within that half hour or hour. So we're, it's going to get pushed out a little bit every day. But the idea here is that, unless you can come back and manually compound or claim, every day at the same time, you're going to be gaining that advantage by using the auto allocation system. So I guess it's just a trade-off depending on, your own personal schedule and what you can maintain manually versus the auto allocation.
Okay. I was just trying to figure that out. I mean, yeah, I get you there. I mean, unless you can do it perfectly every single day at 24 hours, if you can't, you're going to lose money one way or the other. And obviously you're going to lose a little on this too. There's going to be that slippage. So yeah, I was just wondering on that. I mean, I'm just thinking it does add up over time, but yeah, it's a trade-off. You're right. Okay. That's all the questions. I just had that for questions.
Yeah, we haven't figured out how to do it, instantaneously yet. I don't know if Jan can do that. It might take, a lot of computing power to have all those transactions completed in one go,
Yeah,
But I know
it's
he's
only
always
going to get worse.
it. Well, he's always optimizing it, so I think he can run more in parallel, but it takes, a different setup on his end to have that happen.
Yeah, well, I say it's only going to get worse in hopes for the better, because that means we're going to have more transactions, more people,
Yep.
You know, the community is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, so it's going to be a lot more to compute and put in. So getting a little worse is not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's not
absolutely.
a terrible thing.
Yep. All right. Thanks, Rooster.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys.
Great question. And thank you, Brett, for helping on that answer. Is there anybody else that has a question or a comment tonight before we conclude the recording of tonight's podcast?
Atlas, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you know the founding member of Circle, USDC, right? They have been on the panel just now, and they've said some great comments. So Dante Disparte, Chief Securities Officer for Circle, digital currency and payment company, goes, "We're coming in with guns blazing. 2022 was crypto.com's bust moment. .com bust moment. Now we're bringing in key executives to put in a lot of content that shows that technology is here to stay. It's durable. It's a crucial part of modernizing the global financial system. This is an agenda-setting moment that matters."
Nice. Yeah,
Right?
we know that USDC is very well tied in. Absolutely. They've got the keys to the castle.
They do, man. They do.
Very
So
interesting.
Hedera Hashgraph. Last one, and then we'll rest. So Hedera's so HBAR, right? Hedera Hashgraph's sort of CEO had stuff to say as well. So he said, "Solving real world problems. In the wake of FTX, we have a real opportunity. You're seeing the bad actors fall away, and what you're left with is the more stable, better governed crypto players. This is an opportunity to reclaim that crypto is and what it can be." So yeah, it seems to be pretty interesting. I like to hear their opinions because they're on top of things, right? Circle, HBAR, these are big funds. So yeah, solves 80% of the world's problems. Hedera Hashgraph.
Do we have time for a quick recruitment story, or shall I save it for tomorrow?
Oh no, let's do it. Fine.
Awesome. So I went and got a haircut this morning, and my barber is someone I've known for a long time anyway. But he actually asked me, because I'd mentioned it previously to him about ARK, and he asked me, how it was going, and I did the same thing I did in phase one. I showed him how it was going, and I've told him about this before, and he was interested, but never invested in crypto, doesn't understand it. So and he was very busy, he had clients waiting and stuff. So but anyway, today I showed him MetaMask and how it was all working, and I'm going back on Sunday to sign him and his mum on board the ARK, and it just made me think about, because we've got all the tools we need to recruit people right now. We've got all the tools we need, but it did make me think about the mobile application. If when that is available, that would have just been a very quick process, removing all those barriers, and it would have been done there and then. We just didn't have the time. But his mum is it grew up with my mum. That's how I actually know him. But so they are really excited. Two completely non-crypto, never invested in crypto before. Saw the power of the ARK. his actual words, because I showed him the Spark rewards, and at the time it was 30 days, and he actually said to me, I don't want to swear, but he said, "F me, Brad. Has this only been going for 30 days? It looks like it's been going for a year." And I said, "No, 30 days in, saw how much Spark rewards have been given away, and saw the fact that I had more than around 50% ROI'd, and he just couldn't believe it. He said, "I thought it took years to earn money in crypto." And I explained about the ARK to him, and he was bullish, and it was a shame that he had clients coming after me. Otherwise, we'd have done it there and then. But going to meet up on Sunday and get him and his mum on board the ARK. So I thought that was a nice little story to share.
Let's go. Did you play it for him, Brad? Did you play it for him?
Yeah, let's get this crypto. Baby. Oh, God damn.
Oh, yeah, let's get this crypto.
I wish I had that sound effect.
I think we need to add barbers to the header on the homepage of the website. Is it in the? I don't think it scrolls to barbers, but maybe we should add it. Just tell us where you're going, Brad, and we'll add the occupation. It's like, hey, look, it's right here. It says it's for you. You got to get in now.
Well, went for dinner with my dad and brother this evening, and went to our favourite restaurant that we go to. There's two of the waiters there that are always asking me how it's going, so maybe we need to add waiters to that list as well.
We'll just start adding their names. You just tell us the names.
Yeah, the mobile app for me personally, as I said, we've got all the tools available to get people on board right now, and we don't need any other tools. But just for me personally, knowing so many non-crypto people and being able to remove the barrier of the MetaMask setup and all the rest of it, it's really going to propel my ability to bring people on board the ARK, because I know I'd have at least 3 or 4 more people now if I didn't have to go through that process. But that's just from their end of not understanding how MetaMask works, and me not having the time when I'm talking to them to do it, because they're at work, so it's not me, it's not my end, I've got all the time in the world to sit people down and walk them through. But when they're working, it is more difficult, because you can only explain so much in each segment, and then they've forgotten by the next time you speak to them. But yeah, I do believe that when the mobile app comes out, for me personally, it will just skyrocket the amount of people that I will be able to introduce to ARK and give the fantastic opportunity that we've all got. Excuse me, sorry.
Absolutely. And I know the team's working on a couple of scripts that are for the clear analysis of who's been really active in promoting ARK and growing your syndicate. And we're going to establish a whole bunch of prizes and ways to thank them for helping the ARK grow, get more folks on board. So that's an interesting metric that I think is important for us to be able to gauge and again, reward those folks that are really helping the growth, the expansion, which is so important in really any project, right? But here we really have a way that not only pays those that put the work in, but it's also a way for us to be able to measure that activity. And can't wait till that's here on board with us. I think
it's a fantastic idea.
excited.
Yeah,
Hey,
hard
hey.
work should be rewarded.
Yes, sir. Just give me a second, guys. All right. Do we have any other questions or comments?
Hey, Atlas, just wanted to remind folks that the team's doing an AMA this Friday, the 20th, over at the Colt Called Drip chat group. And there is a Google form. I posted it earlier in the ARK chat, main chat, where you could go on and submit questions for the team to answer. And if your question is asked, then you'll be in the pool to share a $600 BUSD giveaway. So, I know there's a lot of people here tonight that, that are all about winning. And so that's an opportunity right there to ask questions or to invite people to come on to ask questions or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to share that, and I posted that earlier in the main chat.
Thank you. That's a great update. Huge announcement. And we're looking forward to great participation, hanging out with the Drip Maxi folks. Everybody wants a new, improved, re-engineered protocol that can really take them to the next level. That's ARK. So we're going to make sure to go over there. I'm going to wear my tuxedo, shiny shoes, and make sure that we go over there and win some hearts and minds. Get them on over here. There's plenty of space.
Yep, and the more people we get over there, the more... Oh, sorry, Atlas.
No, that was it.
I'm just looking at the chat now and seeing all these I Heart ARKs in the chat. So, the more people we get over there, subliminally getting that message out there as well. I think it's a fantastic competition to run. And I don't know about anybody else, but, I've noticed every podcast, there's like 70% of the members have I Heart ARK in their name now. So doing really, really well on that end as well.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. I think we've come to the end of tonight's podcast. I want to thank everyone for participating. Thank you, Crypto Fergie, for all the great videos you've done. Your support has really been, felt and heard through YouTube and here in our own community. Thank you for participating tonight. Also, we want to thank everyone that came to spend time here with us this evening. Tonight's winner for the contest 50 BUSD giveaway for the folks that have participated and smashing those likes on the YouTube channel, subscribing to Crypto Fergie, and leaving a comment. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. That's what we got to do. Support our community. Crypto Unlimited was in earlier and was thanking us for really seeing that pump, that grow that's happening over in his channel. And that's where our efforts need to be. Support our community. No better time spent, I think, as an investor here. So we'll be back tomorrow, folks. Same time, 6 p.m. EST, 11 p.m. UTC. For the folks that are listening, thank you also for your participation through listening. We hope you found it educational and entertaining. And we wish you always the best. Thank you, folks. Have a great day, great afternoon, great night, wherever you are.